We were here before them. So why aren't we in the paintings? They need to be put back into the picture because this is their country and their land. Art does speak and it does change people's minds, I think. It's really powerful. I started tech school. My teacher entered one of my paintings in some art show and I actually got a certificate for that. But I never bothered with it after that. My grandmother used to teach me the patterns in the sand and I used to do all the sand patterns. Other than that, I didn't do any art or go to any schools or anything because my father died and because there was 8 of us. So at 14, I had to go to work to feed us all. Art sort of went on the back burner, but I used to do my brother's homework and I remember I drew this fabulous lion once and he got top marks. So every night I'd be drawing his homework. I used to always draw a little bit maybe, but not much. I didn't have time. I was too busy either cleaning the house up or cooking the food. And then it was only when I got sick 10 years ago that I said to my husband, Barry, if I don't find something to do, I will go crazy. So I used to sit in this chair and he cut me out all these little houses and I painted 5 villages for my grandchildren's Thomas the Tank sets. And then Deanne brought me out a canvas and said, here, Mum, paint on it. And that's what sort of started it off. And I used to paint eagles and crows and birds and our Dreamtime stories. Then Deanne had an exhibition at the Ballarat Fine Art Gallery and Gordon Morrison said to her, get someone to go in it with you. And he had a look at my work and I had 7 little paintings that I had done for the kids and he said yes. After that, it just went crazy. The Wathaurong people are supposed to have not existed, and the history books state that there are no Wathaurong. But if they had done a bit of research, they would have found that there were 3 left, and one of them was my great-grandfather. And he went to Warrnambool and he married an Irish governess. They had 7 children. Well, one of them was my grandmother, and she had 13 children, so she really started to populate all of us back into existence again. And today there's over 430 of us all over Australia. She told me quite a few stories, the Eureka one, how her grandfather was in the bush in the stockade and some of the miners' children ran into the bush, and I thought that really is a part of history. So I looked and I painted my people back into the picture because they're missing and they were there. A lot of stories she told me, I started to paint them. The Lalal Falls one, that's a really sacred place. That's part of our creation story. After Bunjil had created men, women, language, laws, animals, he became tired and created a place called Lalal Falls where he changed into an eagle and got Wah the crow to blow him into the heavens, where he now looks down on the earth as stars. And if you go to Lalal Falls, there's eagles. We saw 7 one day. There's eagles everywhere flying around there. It's such a beautiful, spiritual place. It started off as our stories, not ever knowing that it would go where it would go. It's something you start to do and people just like them, and I think, maybe I should have started it years ago, but I wasn't ready. But now I have a bit of time and, you know, I'm old. First of all, I thought if I can get our people back on the map, the Wathaurong, and people realise that we do exist, we're still here, and I think I achieved that, and I know I've achieved it. Now I've come here, and I thought, oh, my ancestors would be so proud to think that the struggle that they had and how they were all killed off, and now I can tell their stories through my paintings.